Hello everyone, welcome back to Gothic Computer Builds, and today we're going to be doing a special computer, well, rebuild a little bit. I'm finally going to live up to my name and actually do some work on this channel for once. So what we have here is a Dell Poweredge sc1430. It was manufactured in 2006, and it has a 750 watt power supply because this is actually a retired server. And I'll tell you why that's important in 1 second, because behind these two very big heat sinks are two Xeon quad core running at 3.77 gigahertz. So was it? I'm sorry. It's not quad core. It's a dual core. So there's 4 cores. But with Windows, you can unlock the other hidden cores that are in there and get more power. That's why they say 4 cores, 8 threads, because there's really 8 cores, but 4 of those are supposed to be used in case one of the cores decides to die. It's a neat backup system, but it's for another video. Maybe I'll explain that in another video. It has 16 gigabytes of RAM, and that is the absolute maximum that I can put in this machine. The other drawback to this, it only has, as you can see, the 3 SATA inputs. If you wanted to put more drives in, you can, but you have to buy another card that's called SAS. It's an SAS card, and that will give you the ability to add on 4 more drives, or unless you get it one of those, cards that you can plug in the USB drives into. That will also work. But let me get back to the story here, the main story, I should say. So what I want to try to do is get this up and actually running again. I tested the power supply and the motherboard, and everything seems to be okay. Now that poor beauty behind her, is yet another sc1430 that does work, but you turn the power supply on and it goes on for about 5 seconds, and then zip, it just cuts off. So I think there might be a short in the power supply, or something on the motherboard may be causing a short. I don't know. I gotta take care of that. But enough of that. Let's get back to this one. So this one, basically, I'm just going to try to put a optical drive and a small hard drive. Well, actually, it will be an SSD drive. And just see, load in. I think I'm just going to try Windows 7 because I don't want to do anything fancy with this one. It's been through the ringer. I had it as a server, and it didn't seem to like that very much. Gave me a lot of problems. Actually, I think, was it this one or was it that one? Oh, I think it was this one. That's why it has the short. I think I just overloaded it, and I think that's why it has a problem. This one, I think I didn't do that, and that's why this one still works. I haven't overloaded it and shorted out the power supply. And those power supplies are not cheap, and I can't find one in the United States. I have to export it from another country. That's how scarce they are now. With this older technology, yeah, parts do start to get scarce. Like, to mention, these processors that I have in here now, you can't find those anymore. No matter where you look, you cannot find them. I just happened to find them on eBay, and I said I better buy these, otherwise I'm probably never gonna see them again. And I was right, and I was smart. And this one has two the exact same two processors in it as well, with also the same amount of memory. So these are basically twins of sorts. And I did that because in case like, this one failed, I could just go back up and just go right to this one. So using the monitor or the screen to gauge how far your hand is from the actual thing is not a good idea. As you can just tell, I didn't gauge it very well. That's why I was kind of floundering, like, hey, where is it? But anyways, so let's get started and get the optical drive in. Alright, I just want to quickly show you these. These are what I'm going to be using to mount the optical drive. As you can see, they're a special design for the Dell computers. They have, this is where you put the screw part is where you put into the machine or the unit that you're installing, and then this acts as a hook, because as you can see in the front here, it has a little hook where it just slides right in and you can slide it right back. So I'm going to get the optical drive, which I'm going to put, oh no, it is right behind me. Going to get this all installed, and we'll be right back, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all installed. Alright, we're back, finally. It took me a little while to remember what the configuration was. I took one video before and quickly realized that it wasn't the right configuration to hold this on properly. So I've been sitting here for the last 15-20 minutes trying to figure it out, and I finally figured it out. So as I said, these screws have a special purpose, and you'll see that in a second. So you see there's one on this side, and then there's two on that side. So, if I don't throw it right off the side, oh boy, that would not be good. So as you can see, there's a notch there, and there's a little plastic piece here. When I pull that down, you see it opens up, and it just slides in, and then when that slides back up, it will catch the nut, and that should work. So I'm don't know how I'm going to do this one-handed. I don't know if I can. I would definitely like to show you how easy it is, but it really takes two hands to really do this. Maybe, oh, no, I got stuck going in. Just gotta get it lined up. Oh, here we go. Okay, then, oops, don't lose the, just hold that for a second. Okay, now I've got it into the groove. As you can see, it should, I hit the stop button. Right in, yep, see how it just clicked in there? So now that is locked into place. And it's because those two on that other side are holding that side solid, and the screw with the clip on this is holding it this side solid. Alright, so we're going to stop there, and we're going to I'm going to set up the SSD. Alright, back again. I just took the liberty of putting the SATA connectors and power connectors up to the optical drive. And now all I have to do is hook up the hard drive, which is going to be, if I can find it now. Thought I left everything right up here. Yes, that is it. This nice, beautiful Intel 40 gig SSD. And it's only going to take about half. The Windows 7 is only going to take about half of this, so that's good. So let's get that installed, and I think the next step will be getting the video hooked up and seeing if this puppy works. Alright everyone, here's the moment of truth. It's been all packed up back the way it's supposed to be. So we're going to turn it on and see if we can get it to get into BIOS. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 3. One that came on. And, oh, here we go. Oh, look at that. Oops. Oh, it says entry setup. Okay. Just gotta be patient. Oh, I know why I like the other one. Because the other one's 1.4.4, which is the absolute highest revision of the BIOS that they made for this particular model. Maybe I can just swap this power supply out for the other one. Oh, see? Oops. Oh, I gotta shut that off. Yeah. It probably thinks there's still something there. So this is the basic screen. I don't think it's not 855 or yeah, 855. It's not 855. The date's right. Oh, let me show you. Memory information. And there it is. That's size, how much memory I have, it's DDR2, the bus speeds. Okay, get out of that. Oops. Oops. I'll give you some CPU information here. I gotta scroll down a little bit. Put this back here so you guys. I know it's kind of wobbling. I'm sorry. There is more information. Okay, here we go. And there's the rest of it. So that's the CPU information. I don't have any. Turn that off. Turn that one off. I don't need those. Basically, boot sequence. So that's fine. Devices, PC, security. Oh, look at the security. Look how crazy this is. Chassis intrusion. I thought this had one of my computers. I think it was this one. The setup, the security on this is excellent. So when you power up the computer, you actually have to enter a password. You can lock the BIOS, so you have to enter a password. And then certain drives, you can lock them and keep people from accessing them. I mean, the security on this thing is amazing. Um, Chassis intrusion, that just means if somebody opens the door, it won't go boop 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 or anything, but it will say, hey, somebody's opened the case, before, and then it will just give whoever's doing the servicing a little heads up that somebody's already been in there. So it's nice. Like I said, the security on this is very good. You can really lock these down hard to make it very difficult for people to bust into these. It's one of the reasons why I like this, and really why I want to try to keep at least one of these running at all times. Because these things are really good. And they're old, but they're good. Event log, it's just basically whatever happens, it lets it know. Let me show you real quick. See, that's basically it. I must have cleared the log a while ago. Errors, I have it off, and that's about it. So, thanks guys. Actually, hold on a second, wait a minute. That's not it. I gotta load up Windows 7, but I won't bore you guys with that. I'll come back when that's all done, or if there's any failures, I'll let you know. Alright, so we'll be back. Okay, so here it is. Windows 7 Professional on the sc1430. Oh, this makes me very happy, folks. She lives again. And, maybe we'll get you back up and running too. We haven't forgotten about you. So anyways, you guys know what to do. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot.